For more details, we're joined by House Ways and Means Committee Chairman, the powerful committee, Missouri Congressman Jason Smith. Congressman, great to have you here. So let's get right to it. Got to pass this MAGA bill. The president is probably going to get more involved. You know, he's the deal maker. House Ways and Means, taxes. Where does it go from today, from last night to today, tomorrow?
You know, we're at a very good place. This bill has gone through 12 different committees now in the House of Representatives. It passed out of the Ways and Means Committee last week after an 18-hour markup with every single Republican supporting it. Failure's not an option. It's simply not an option. We're going to deliver this one big, beautiful bill that has historic tax cuts. In fact, the largest tax cuts in U.S. history. Permanency of Trump's expiring tax provisions. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security, just to name a few. And plus, it's going to address the border, unleash U.S. energy. It's a great bill. Of course, we're in a razor-thin majority, and every vote's going to count. We're going to have to carefully thread that needle, but we're going to get the job done. We have to for the American people.
Chair Smith, Congressman Smith, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I called the SALT caucus the Veruca SALT caucus because they want it and they want it now, as a reference to Willy Wonka. Can you give us an update on where that is? You passed out of House Ways and Means the $30,000 SALT cap with a phase out, but that was not good enough. Does it come back to you? Where are the negotiations? Because they want a great deal more, hundreds of billions of dollars in SALT deductions over a decade.
You know, the $30,000 that passed out of the House Ways and Means Committee was 300% of the current SALT cap. And if you look at my friends from New York, California, and New Jersey, and look at the data within their congressional districts, more than 90% of all their constituents would be completely made whole underneath that $30,000. So we felt like that was a very fair balance. Of course, there's still conversations going on. We're going to find agreement, and we're going to move the ball forward, push it over to the United States Senate, and then put it on the president's desk, hopefully by July 4th.
Chair, do you have can you give me a number, throw out a number, even as the speaker tries to carefully thread that needle?
I'll just say there's a lot of ongoing conversations, and I have no doubt we're going to be able to get an agreement moving forward. But yeah, I'll just say we're having ongoing conversations.
Well, I would be your battering ram if I was there, literally. And I live in a big tax blue state, and I hate the SALT deduction. Continue. No,
well, okay, she's your battering ram, and I'm on board with her. Let's go to some of the other provisions here that are in here. You're talking about budget and defense spending. You're talking about helping the border. These are issues that Americans need, that we agree on. And a little bit of a not a hat tip to the SALT caucus. They're willing to hold up progress because they can't go back or don't want to go back and say, we got wins for you and we're going back for more. This makes no sense. Why can't the Republicans, I don't want to hear razor thin margin anymore, get together and realize my 80% friend's not my 20% enemy, Reagan rule, move it forward, get it done.
And that's exactly what we're going to do. Failure is not an option, David. We will get this done. Of course, in the 119th Congress, there's always a little bit of ups and downs to the roller coaster, but we've been able to deliver every one of the president's priorities. The budget resolution, which set the groundwork and the blueprint for this big, beautiful bill, we were able to get it done with all but 2 Republicans in the House supported it. We were able to pass it in the United States Senate. We're going to do the same thing here. Of course, there's a little bit of drama, but that's just part of Congress. The issue is that it may just be IRA credits, it may be Medicaid, it may be SALT. We're going to figure out those differences, and we're going to deliver it and pass it out of the House of Representatives by Memorial Day.
Chairman, thank you so much. Congressman, great to see you.